All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wadash, double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to you, Akim out there pushing this truth with sincerity and fearlessness. And to all you Akwaf that's in obedience, Kwam Yasharala, double honor to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone on down who give us this truth, this 100% truth. Double honors. Back at you to another lesson through the Spirit. We got a so-called black. Those so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. That's what we're here to preach and prophesy the downfall. This wicked kingdom called Sodom and Gomorrah. Back at you to another edifying lesson. There's a lady speaking on this. Pakistan passes a bill to say every man has to have two wives. So this is what's going on because of the times and how things are getting. She's coming from a Islam, because she may be Jake, I don't know, but she coming from that perspective. So she's gonna speak about the Quran and stuff like that, but. We all know the scriptures speak on this heavy. In the Quran, it's a young book, But we already know the scriptures speak on this. I won't rant, but just to edification purposes, and this she knows is the end times too as well. So these other nations are seeing that it's the end times and our own people don't. That's how you know it's messed up. Well, check it out. Hope it's edifying. As Bane, she's just babbling now, But no, she's not babbling. But in the scriptures it says, let's actually go there, and then we're gonna go back to her. Let's go to the scriptures. Scriptures is the truth. 4:1. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, meaning those days of grief, those days of no protection of the women, and those last days, those perilous times that we're seeing today, right? When the dollar collapses and when the banks are done with, all the grocery stores are ramshacked, all that stuff that's coming. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So we will be, this is what the scriptures speak of. Those 7 women, and 7 means completion. So it can be 1,000, it can be 5, it could be 10,000, it can be, you know what I mean? However the Lord puts them on those elect men to have those women to so the women can be shielded and protected, whatever, in those times. And not every woman will be able to be part of that, part of the being next to a man of the Lord not every woman. So, yep. But I'm going to read that again. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach. All right? Because the woman today in this society has been pushed and exalted in the economical system, so they have their own. So now when these times come, they're going to be giving the men of the Lord everything they have and wanting to be called by a man's name. And that's, basically going to be that man's being under dominion over that man, over that man of the Lord. All right? Okay. Continue.
On the fence about whether or not we're heading towards the end of times. Get off the fence, people, because it doesn't have to be slap in your face. But how huge is this news for not only just the Pakistani communities, but anywhere else where there are more women? Personally, I wouldn't have to be. Obviously, I have a choice. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Thank you, UK. Thank you, London. Thank you for my British passport.
You see, she thinks she's gonna escape to UK from being a wife of a sister wife. You know what I'm saying. She's been Americanized and she got a head wrap and stuff like that. The women have been destroyed. All right, but at the same time, the scriptures and the times and prophecies show that it's going to be some troubling times, and we know. Without the police and without there's craziness in this world. The love of many have waxed cold, and guess what? Some women will fall because they don't want to use wisdom. Some women will die because they ain't using wisdom. Or majority of women will die because they're not using wisdom. But we bring out Isaiah 33:6 a lot because we know wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of our time. But overnight, the women will wise up. Overnight, some women will wise up and understand they need to get in line according to righteousness and get with the man of the Lord and be shielded along with Akwathium, along with Akwath, her sisters, okay, with that man of the Lord, all right, okay, and they're going to be grabbing hold of that man of the Lord because there's going to be some troubling times, and that's going to be wise decisions on those certain women in those times. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation and fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right. So they're going to be fearing, they're going to humble down and fear that man and obey that man in those times because that's how they will be stable and, be stable. All right, let's go to Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Now, in these times now, in this wicked kingdom, we have Jake having his philosophies and realizing, a man is, actually the prize. And but if you're not the man of the Lord, you ain't nothing. If you ain't following these laws, statutes, or practicing these laws, the rehearsals acts, or the righteous acts, and doing what's required, you ain't being showing thyself approved and being an acceptable man according to the Lord, man. You ain't on this. I will make a man more precious than gold, than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. All right, and that's how women are going to see it, and that's how it's going to be. All right, and some women will be with wicked men, thinking that falling for the illusion. because in those times, that's gonna be God, and some women, those few women that's gonna be connected to the men of the Lord. Let's go to Isaiah. It's gonna be few. It's gonna be perfectly proportioned to each for whatever brother. Let's go to Isaiah. Lord willing, Isaiah 32:2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of great rock in a weary land. All right, a man shall be as a hiding place. Imagine, no police, no real protection. All that pride overnight. The women will be in line overnight. It's gonna be. They're gonna end up it's dead. A lot of them gonna die because of the nature. A lot of them gonna die because of just nature. Period. And a lot of them gonna die because there's wicked men out there. We, the men of the Lord, do not do anything or condone anything that harm women or do to do anything wrongfully done to women. But we know that there are men out there that have no type of sense, that are animals, and that are on the loose. And in the times to come, many women will be victims of it, and they are still being victims of it now, because of 70,000 or even more than that of women are abducted each year. So this illusion that women are empowered is just to keep them thinking, or keep them putting themselves as sitting ducks, as prey. All right. A man, in those times, when the times get tough and get fucked up and shit hits the fan, a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as a river of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. That woman won't be in that video. She won't be sitting there talking like, I got a passport, and she's praying to her God, Hamdu, whatever the crap, she contradicted herself. She so-called said the Quran said this about having multiple women for a man, and then she said she got her at the end. She said she got her passport to UK or whatever, Hindu or whatever, to escape being a second wife or third wife to a man. Contradictive, but when the time gets rough, UK won't be able to save these women. No one will be. It's going to be all over the earth. Civil unrest and chaos. All right. But with that, I hope that was edifying to the elect. With that, I want to give all praise and glory unto the Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Archak, Wadash, double honors to the Elder Great Millstone, who rule well. Shalom.